I mean, I was an artist before, and I dreamed of being like this big star as a kid, and I literally sacrificed it to become a mommy. But I do regret not giving myself a chance at what I love to do.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Willie and Shanda, as well as Corrupt and Tony at Marriage Bootcamp. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification of the uploads, and help me. We want to get to 30k by the end of the month, baby. Subs, baby. Okay, keep pushing me, baby. Mineral gang. You understand? Let's get into it. So, talking about Willie and Shanda, I hope I'm saying the name right. But it was a really interesting episode to watch them too, I think, because of what Shanda was actually coming out to say. So we spoke about, obviously, last episode, Willie and Shanda, the cheating situation where Willie had been cheating on 12 affairs during a relationship, and how that affected Shanda. But I think in this particular episode, what we got to see was a glimpse into the frustration of Shanda in this particular case. Now, Shanda's obviously, she mentioned the fact that to get to the bottom of her particular anger, number one, she said obviously the cheating still hurts. And guys, I said to you guys already in the last review that cheating is real. Something that breaks you and hurts you and is traumatic and can inflict pain in you directly. But what the key thing about this particular episode, particular energy of being hurt by cheating, is when people are not honest and open and telling you the truth from the beginning. Now, I've been in a situation where someone has trickled information as time has gone along. They've let out more and more and more as they've gone along. They've not been honest, yeah? And that kills you a bit more each time, rather than a person who's been honest and open from the very beginning and letting you deal, right? So that I can understand. Number two, she spoke about the fact that she's a mother, she's a mother and she loves being a mother, but she didn't get to pursue her own career.
And I literally sacrificed it to become a mommy, but I do regret not giving myself a chance at what I love to do.
And I really believe that the pain here is that if I'm giving up my pursuit of a career to become a mother, which that's not what I really wanted to do, I didn't want to leave my career to become a mother, but I did it because of us, and then you go and cheat because of us, you slapped me in the face twice. Yeah, because actually I gave up my aspect of being a mother for our relationship, but then you decided that that wasn't going to be great enough, right? That's how she's going to interpret it. Like, that wasn't good enough. My sacrifice wasn't good enough. And then you decide to go and cheat with 12 other women. Yeah? So now we've got a situation where the person feels a regret and a pain because they never got to experience life the way they wanted to experience life. They gave up and sacrificed their career goals for someone who was meant to pursue theirs, but instead was acting out, cheating on them. And so now there's a bitterness that's going to build up there, because it's like, why did I give up what I gave up for you to do what you did? Right? It's not worth it no more. It's no longer worth it anymore. It's not worth the paper it's built upon. You know, your love no longer it means anything anymore, because you've done me dirty in this way, twice over. You feel me? So I get her frustration, I get her anger.
The one thing I want for you all before you walk out this door is to forgive yourself for everything you put you through. Release yourself from the past mistakes. Had a big day here at Bootcamp.
There'll be no evaluation tonight. You've all done good work.
Appreciate y'all showing up. Good job, everybody.
You know you push my button. You've been knowing me for years. Why would you want to push that button if you see I'm not trying to push yours? It's hard to listen to what you said after you disrespected me. You know that. I know what gets me angry. So the reason I'm able to talk to you more now is because I already know that makes me angry. Because I don't want to be talked to like that, and especially not from you.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Try to be nice. I ain't saying you can't have real emotion. If you mad, sometimes you gonna be mad.
Well, how about you treat it nice and let me still do the nice, because I'm gonna do it anyway. Only difference you're making in that thing is I'm just doing it mad. Whether if you be nice, then I'll do that same thing with a smile on my face.
Today's tough drill made an impact on Willie and Shanda, but the
Bottom of your anger.
Feeling getting over the cheating. Feeling unappreciated. Feeling
Let me put this down.
like I'm not enough. Yeah.
I understand it, you know. And she mentioned obviously the fact that she doesn't feel like he treats her like a queen. And he doesn't keep her safe. He doesn't put her in situations where he won't hurt her. And I think that is such a powerful statement. Remember I told you guys about masculine energy. The ability of masculine energy is to make a safe space for feminine energy to reside. Many of you guys, or women even, have been around guys that are safe emotionally. Not the ones that you think are safe because they're grass snakes and because they're never going to like you. But I'm talking about masculine energy that really a guy will put out there that will show you that it's safe to be around me. Yeah? That it's safe to be around me. It's safe to be with me. You know what I mean? In my presence. When you feel that energy, you know. And it allows you to be more feminine because you know that your feminine energy is not going to disrupt his. Your feminine energy is not going to it's not going to make him feel insecure. Your feminine energy is not going to cause him to move mad. That's why masculine energy is so key, right? And I'm talking about the typical, stereotypical strength, being the protector, provider, if you want to call it that. Those aspects allow for femininity to exist and to flourish at its maximum. Okay, at its maximum. Cool. And so the fact that she said obviously she doesn't feel like she's treated like a queen, which means he hasn't made her distinct enough in his life. He hasn't shown her to be distinct from every other woman. You have to understand about women. Women want to feel like they are distinct and different from every other woman. So they ask you questions like, what made you choose me? And the reason why they're going to ask that is because they want to show that, hey, what is it that you saw in me that you didn't see in all the other women? Yeah, it could be an ego thing, it can be, but it also can be a way of just also as well being able to say that, okay, look, this guy thinks I'm distinct, I'm different, I'm not like everybody else. And yeah, so it is a bit of an ego thing, you know?
Be honest, you don't treat me like a queen. You don't put me in situations that's not gonna hurt me. I feel like you've done everything but that. I feel like I was taken advantage of. The fact that she doesn't feel like she's been treated like a queen, or that she's in situations that won't hurt her, again shows that I can't really fully trust you to put me in a situation where I'm not going to be hurt. Because that's all you seem to be doing. Now, that all that you seem to be doing doesn't have to be all the time. That just needs to be a big enough event enough times, yeah, 1 or 2 times to make it feel like all the time. Yeah, because the person is trying to communicate that the situations that's happening are big, are huge. Do you get it? So I get it, I understand her point of view, and I feel for her that, she doesn't feel that safety in the relationship. She's not emotionally safe. Yeah, and I told you guys about emotional intimacy, the fact that when you're in relationships, people often work on a sexual intimacy, getting compatible there, getting compatible with the physical touching, the hugging and the kissing and the But when it gets to emotional intimacy, where you have to be naked and be, your mind has to be present and shown to be naked to another person, where is that at? Where is your head then? Where is your mind then? Where is that vulnerability then? Where's your transparency then? Where is your openness then? Where is your true masculinity then? Because true masculinity still can open up. It's not about being hard nut wired. You understand? That's not what it is. And then she says obviously she's annoyed at herself for allowing it. For allowing not only just the sacrifice of giving up her career, but also the cheating. Because she still thinks that she had a part to play in it. But actually, the truth of the matter is, look, her being a little bit rude didn't cause him to cheat. He was going to cheat anyway. He just needed an excuse. Her being a little bit more rude or not saying it in a nice way didn't cause him to cheat. It caused him to do what he was doing. It didn't cause him to do anything. He chose to do what he was doing. That's the simple fact when it comes to cheating. You can only cheat when there's a desire in you to cheat. The evil that lies beneath the surface, okay, is you. It is your flesh. It is your old man. It's your old thinking. It's your old ways. It's your fear that you miss out on something. It's your fear that you tap into that makes you go out and cheat, rather than dealing with your partner and having a conversation with them and saying, listen, hey, this is not working. So that makes me understand that. Yes, you have.
You see how big that is? That's the type of shots I've been taking. Do you see that?
Tony and Corruptor's drinking problem is a huge thing. I think many people don't realize that when someone's got a drinking problem, it's scary. Why? Because you're obviously, yes, he's probably drunk before, but you never know what kind of reaction you're going to get from them. One day they could react differently to what they've reacted before. They're no longer in control of their actions all the time, and they're not always in control, soberly controlling their mind and what they say. So having someone who's got a drinking problem is a huge thing, because you watch them spiral, you watch them change, and it's almost like they turn into the wolf at the full moon. and their behavior will differ from what you saw them earlier on. And that's a key thing, because it leaves you in a limbo, and it leaves you in this place of not sure whether you're coming or going with that individual because you're scared of how they could potentially react. Drinking also, you can see that person is drinking themselves into an oblivion. You can see that person is losing grip on reality. You can see that person is no longer able to function without drink. You can see that addiction is kicking in. You can see that the person will do anything for that fix. And you can see that person's hurting. But there's nothing you can, it almost feels like there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do to prevent it. And I think something that Tony said, which is really, really key about, he's been it before, we've spoke about this before, like, he said he's sorry for this, he said he's going to change for this, he said all these kind of deep things before. This is nothing new. And I have to agree with her that, you know, and I think she's on the edge of, like, quitting, but I have to agree with her in the sense of the fact that, like, if you've heard this before, like, I'm going to change and, you know, this and that, and, you know, this has happened to me before, blah, 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 and you come and confess all your ills, but you've done it before, it's almost like you've played that card before now. You can't play it again. What are you actually doing? What's your action? What's your change of input here? Are you going to go to Drinking Anonymous? Are you going to go to drinking, I don't want to call it, like, people that, the group of therapy, drink therapy, whatever you call it, right? Are you going to go to that? Are you going to do something that's going to change that output? If you're not, then it's all talk. Yeah, because we know that obviously he spoke to Tahiri, and I think it was Shanda as well, and explained that, you know, he had a tough upbringing.
And fear.
It's like my mother's dead. You know what I'm saying? My mom is dead. I don't show my pain, but you don't think I'll wake up.
His mum passed, his best friend passed, and that's what caused him to drink the way he's drinking. And I understand that. He's absolutely right. That could be a major reason as to why he behaves the way he behaves. That he doesn't want anyone to know Ricardo, but let him know about Corrupt, right? But the problem with that is this, that Tony is at the other end of your madness. Now, I know that Corrupt also said as well, one of the biggest fears is that, you know, people don't want to hang around with Ricardo, they want to hang around with Corrupt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ricardo doesn't want people to know Ricardo because obviously that person is vulnerable, they're open, they've been through things. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to get Corrupt, but the thing is, he doesn't know whether people like Corrupt for Corrupt's sake or they like Corrupt because of what he can bring to the table. Then it's completely different, alright? But the issue here with Corrupt here is that, he knows he's got a bit of a drinking problem, but is downplaying it, and that's an issue. He was on the hospital bed not long ago. He was on a doctor had to come back and check on him. That's how much he was like moving mad. And now you're back on the drinking. This can't be helped by Tony. Tony cannot save him. The question I need to ask Tony is this: how long are you gonna stay for to save him? How much do you think that your love can save him? How much do you think your love can change him? How much do you think your love can actually rectify the situation? Truth is, you need professional help. He needs professional help around him to be able to sort out what's going on in his head. His head is obviously moving mad, and he needs somebody to help him understand it. Do you feel me?
This isn't the first time I've heard this. I mean, my whole family's dead. There has to be some point in your life that you take accountability and say, okay, this is what it is.
And then Tony obviously made a point which is like, look, my whole family's dead. You don't see me acting like this. And I see both sides. One, I see Corrupt side, which is like, listen, just because your whole family's dead, I may have a different impact to you. I'm a different human being to you. The way that I operate is completely different to you. The way that I feel, different to you. The way that I process loss, different to you. You understand? And I can also understand Tony's point of view, which is that how are you complaining or making noise about your behavior when I've lost all my parents or I've lost everything as well, and you don't see me doing what you're doing? I take accountability for my actions, and I think that's where she wants him to do. Take control of your actions. Like, don't leave it, don't leave it and not address it. Do you know what I mean? And also what's interesting as well is that she found the text on his phone.
We just went through what we just went through last week. Like, it hasn't even been a week.
Or call log, and she felt like someone just told her to check the call log, innit? And the fact is he's been calling this girl or whatever, I don't know who the girl is, but evidently he's violated the relationship. And this is the thing, Corrupt, the violation of the relationship is unacceptable. The drinking, unacceptable, but the violation of the relationship, unacceptable, bro. Yeah? Because obviously, you've been warned by Tony before, that's behavior, she doesn't like it. And you're continuing it, and obviously then she's gonna flip out, right? Because that's how Tony is, she's gonna flip out. But the truth of the matter is, that Corrupt, I feel like, self-sabotages, which is that as soon as now he's got this good thing, Tony, and he knows that, like, I think one of the clips I saw, he's basically saying, listen, look, if you're not going to deal with it, just go. Like, you don't need to be it. Like, go if you don't want to deal with it, go. right? And it sounds like, oh, like, you know, at least he's giving her the option of being open about it. But actually, truly, what he's doing is that he's just making sure that, listen, like, I'm going to be in control. If you want to go, go, innit? Yeah, fam, go. I'm going to be okay because I'm dismissing you. But you can't dismiss yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I'm saying? You can't dismiss yourself. Like, that will make me feel like I'm not in pocket, I'm not in power. Just saying. I'm not saying that that's what everything he's saying, but part of it makes sense, right? So I think with Corrupt, even Willie noticed it, there needs to be some therapy here in terms of the way that he's processing information. He's obviously not over grieving. He's obviously not grieved yet. He's obviously not finished grieving. And therefore, his outlet is drink. I remember I said I dated somebody and their mum died. Their outlet was relationships, sex. That was the outlet. And I think the outlet for Corrupting his mum's passing is the drinking. That's why he mentioned it again. It's the mum passing, and his outlet, without him knowing fully, but knowing, it's the outlet for his emotions. Outlet for him addressing what he's got on his mind. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think, for me, Tony and Corrupt, Tony's fed up. She's on the edge of her, like, she's on the end of her tether, like, she's ready to go.
Relate to that. I'm like, I'm sorry your mom's not here. I feel for you. But how long is that as excuse?
I'm not saying, I can't give you that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, his behavior for her is not conducive for a relationship, and I don't think it is conducive for any type of relationship. I would advise her to leave. I'm just saying. I wouldn't say leave. I would advise her that if she is gonna leave, you know, just take time. You know what I mean? Like, have the conversation and let him know how you feel. But yeah, they've had the conversation several times over the drinking situation. It's not got better, and unfortunately, if she decides to leave, Corrupt can't say nothing because she said it over and over and over again. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for a notification of the uploads. More love. I appreciate you guys, and we'll kick it again.